Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. And before we talk about the newest event, and we do have a newest event, the 72-hour challenge ended this morning. I didn't have a lot of coins, but this is what I did. Alright, so let's just get this over with and spend whatever I have, which you can see is not very much. So I figure I'll just go up the middle and try to get whatever rewards I can. I'm hoping to get some gems. I don't want food. No, I have enough food. So, I'm just going to go with my standard pattern here. If this thing will actually stop, that one there. Okay, rune. So... okay, there we go. Actually, you know, now there's argument for leaving now, isn't there? I mean, I got the big prize there. You know, that's the thing. There's an argument for leaving there. Does this have an 8? No, it doesn't have an 8. Do you have an 8? You have an 8. You know, I'm just gonna see if I can get the other 8. Because why not? No. Give me the 8. Okay, and... I don't waste your money either. Got like 1.9 billion. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Actually, now I should probably consider going the other one. But I want the 8. I want the 8. I want the 8. Come on. No, I don't want eyedroppers. Okay, so far, I'm not going to complain about the rewards. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can think of somebody to put that on. Somebody who needs some health issues, you know. Ooh, the 5. Ooh. It's a shame food collecting wasn't completely borked for me. Otherwise, I might be getting really good stuff. Not food, though. No, not food. Alright, so one more here, and then I'll go looking somewhere else. And, okay, I would have liked to have gotten the 8, but I didn't get the 8. So, let's back out and go somewhere else now. I guess I'm probably going to go all the way down to the bottom and see what I can get there. There's no purpose of doing it in the middle anymore because the best of there is a 3 and a 5, and the other one has a 3 and a 5 too. So, right here. Okay, and there's an extra 2 thrown in. Besides, I'll be able to do more picks here. I don't want those. I don't know what they are. At least it's not food and money. Okay, come on, come on. I want the... well... okay, maybe 2 more? Maybe 1 more. No, actually 2 more. I'll be able to get 2 more. And I'll be left with 1 coin left. Okay. Alright. 1 coin will be left after this last pick. I want that 5. Come on. Give me the 5. Give me the 5. Give me the 5. I'll take the monkey cells too, but I want the 5. Alright, there we go. Well, I got some gems. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not going to complain about this. I will definitely complain about how the, how it's actually broken. Yes, how it was broken. Yeah. 12 for 100,000 food. I can tell you a story about that. Maybe I will. But anyway, let's get on to whatever is new. Yeah, the problem with the food collection and coins thing really hampered how much I really had in it. And at that point, once it wasn't working, I really didn't try much else. So I didn't really have very much. In order to get anything, you have to have like 30,000 coins anyway. So once you've lost a window, it's gone. Besides, it never really ended up working. I ended up getting like 12 for every 100,000. So it was, and that's only after it started quote unquote working again. So, you know, I didn't get much. I got some gems. That's okay. I got some gems. So, and I got some cells for monkey too. So that might be useful. But like I said, we do have a new event. And let's take a look at it because as predicted, it is a maze. This is the Eldritch Abomination maze. Can't they say bad guys? It's a lot of text to squeeze into text, you know. Bad guy maze, something like that. Evil guys, gross guys. Tentacles are us. I suppose that'd be longer. Anyway, so this is a maze. The way it works is you collect coins. We'll talk about how the coins are collected a little bit later. But you use coins in order to move the little monsters down. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get to a finish line. I'm looking for a finish. There is a finish line right there. So right there, that is Sludger. Notice it's red. You move him down. When you get to the finish line, you take him home with you. You can show him to your family. Anyway, you do collect everything along the way. Most important thing to collect, keys. You see he's got a key here sitting on the end. That will be used to unlock the monsters that you currently cannot move. There are two that you can move to begin with. This guy and this one. So you use them, you get the keys that you don't have, and then you unlock the creatures that you can't. And then when you get them, you unlock them, you move them. And their path, also, you maybe will see one here. Ooh, there's a 5-speed there. I bet it's that first one. Yep, it's that first one. Okay. Anyway, there's more keys along the way. There's also a couple of hidden creatures that you have to move, and basically they become visible then. Once they become visible, they can move. You don't have to unlock them. So, I don't think they're doing a limited time one. Frankly, I hope they're not. And I do see they're doing a full 25 days. I am happy about that. So the last one was 19 and it was shorter and it became very hard to get anything. I don't think I got a legendary in the final push. Just a bunch of I think I got a rare and a couple of epics. So I did get some from earlier, the limited time one. And the hidden one, I believe. Yeah, I got the white Pandolf. That was the hidden one. But I didn't get any of the new ones. They just didn't seem to give us... And they only gave us one coin dungeon. We'll talk about coin dungeons in a minute. Anyway, so the way it works is you move the creatures down. You get the keys. You move them to their little ending point. You get them, right? And then you unlock the other ones. There's plenty of other prizes along the way. You get all that. Is that a 6-speed? And it's on the light blue path, yeah. The one that's virtually impossible to actually open up. So, and there's individual cells for some creatures in there too, so maybe you get enough to rank one up or put one together or something like that. So anyway, let's take a look at the creatures here. Alright, the first one we have here is a rare. It's an oldie. We have Sludger. Sludger's been around for a while. I have more than one of him, I believe, although I don't know if I actually woke him up. I probably have. I seem to remember him, but I probably have a couple in storage, too. Anyway, he's a rare. You know, if you're starting off, he's not so bad, I suppose. He's got, earth, and he's got water. Can't really tell you much about his skills. Okay, now we have an epic, and this appears to be a new one. He's got magic, and he's got darkness. It's really hard to say... Oh, wait a minute. On his strolls... Leapt out. Oh, is he related to the other one? The lightning one? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I should read their backstories. But anyway, let's face it, he's an epic, so why bother? Although I shouldn't say that. These days, the epics have been kind of hit and miss. Some of them have had really terrible configurations, and some of them have extremely overpowered skills. Speaking of which... we have this fellow, who I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. He falls into the category of, hi, I have an extremely overpowered skill. This is probably the owner of one of the best skills in the game. Now, there are a lot of group possessions. You possess the entire group. This fellow has one that lasts for 2 turns. So you definitely want to get this guy. I did notice, however, he was locked by 3 keys, which is a little bit annoying, but he's kind of high up on the list, so he should be doable with some work. I mean, this is the kind of fellow that you might even put in against legendaries. If you have Demise, Demise allows another player to move in her place. With a buff, with the damage buff. Though in this case, you don't really care about the damage buff. You just care about possessing the other team for 2 rounds. So that's actually quite powerful. This is a guy, if possible, you need to get your hands on. His other skills are pretty good too. I mean, if this guy was a legendary, he would be really powerful. So this is a guy, if you can, get him. Make him a priority. Although you probably have to get him because I'm guessing light blue key. Hold it a second. Which color is that key he's got? That's a blue one. So that's this guy. So in order to get this guy, these guys have got to have his keys. His keys have got to be there somewhere. Unless, of course, you're going to open the next guy next, which doesn't make a lot of sense because this is a legendary. Kind of scary, too. Kind of looks like Razul came back from the laundry and they actually threw him in the laundry, you know? Anyway, he's a legendary. He's darkness. And it looks kind of, I don't even know if it's scary. I don't know what to make of him, frankly. So we're just going to say he's probably powerful. He's darkness. And we'll just leave it at that. And move on for somebody who's got such an excellent smile. Although I would suggest a dentist. Just saying. They're looking a little yellow, dude. All of them. Especially the ones around your eyes. Anyway, Mr. Teeth here is Krugbo. Krugbo? Krugbo. Whatever he wants to be called. That's fine with me. Anyway, he's a legendary. Once again, he's darkness. We're going with a really dark type of situation here today. And he's a new one. No idea what he can do. But this one, okay, so he looks good. Looks good. Maybe he's got great abilities. I don't know. Hopefully, we can, I say hopefully I can get him. But quite frankly, I'm probably looking at the guy in front of him. The guy we just saw a moment ago as probably the last one that I can get. Because this guy is 4 keys. So, the last guy, no chance in all heck for me. And matter of fact, it'd be very difficult for anyone to get without, reaching into your wallet. But this guy here, this is a new one. This is the big boss here. Jazzastor. Jazzastor. Okay, anyway, this guy, they have a little bit of a nib on him. He has he's a possession dude. He can do possession. He's got a big special attack. But most importantly, he has a new trait. It's called Abomination, and you can probably tell it's named after him. The Abomination trait makes him immune to bleeding, nightmares, and possession. Now, I don't know if that includes hacking. Somebody in the group seems to think that it did include the hacking. So, if it does, let's put it this way. Keep your general theddies handy. That's what I have to say, because stamina drain is probably the only way you're going to stop this guy. Although he's not immune to freezing and stunning, so yeah, you're just not going to possess him. You're not going to give him nightmares. You're not going to make him bleed. I believe he's the first guy who's actually immune to bleeding. I can't think of another one off the top of my head. So anyway, he's the big prize. You're going to have to unlock 5 keys to get to him. Face it, that's going to be really hard to do without reaching into your wallet. Because basically you're going to have to move everybody else most of the way in order to get all 5 of those keys. Matter of fact, is the key visible at the bottom here? That's his... No, that's actually the other guy's last key, isn't it? Krubo. That's his key. So whoever that is, whoever path that belongs to. Light blue. Oh, is that guy? That's the guy above him. Alright, so you'd actually have to move him all the way down in order to get the last key for that guy. Which kind of makes sense. Anyway, what is it with all these coins we have to get? Well, there's lots of ways to get coins. My little combo. I don't know if I'm going to get the full effect of it here now. Get this one. Lots of people. In other words, you can get it from hatchings and breedings. Basically hatchings, and coin collection. I think I collected all my coins already. You can also get it by feeding creatures. For instance, hold it a second. I usually like to get them up to the next marker. No, I don't want it. And then I'm going to wait a second. And then I'm going to do... Okay, I must not have done it too long ago. You can get... Oh, actually, it was there. I just didn't see it. Yeah, the little coins went up there. Usually you get about 30. You can get about 30 in a cycle. And speaking of cycles... Yeah, so... You can get it that way. Another way is, of course, food collection. And at least this one is working. So I usually get at most 50 from this. You got to wait for a moment or two. See if there's any more money to pick up. Don't think so. If you wait long enough, 50. There we go. There we go. But, and gathering all the stuff. Get everyone you can. You can also get it from PvP wins. And the big way of getting it, though, is dungeons. Now... Dungeons. Let's go into the dungeons. Now, there are none yet, but that very well might start tomorrow. Now, you say like the Gems dungeon. If it very well might have coins in it, you'll see a little indicator, a little coin indicator with a little plus next to it. That means that coins will be scattered through here that you can pick up as you do the dungeon. You know, just basically in this case to get the gems. And the last one will have the largest number of coins. They do that. They do that with the gems dungeon, the food dungeon, which might be tomorrow, by the way. That might be what they do with that. Or the money dungeon. They also have the dedicated coin dungeon. The one where basically you just go all the way through it and you get dungeons. You get about 600-700 that way. Now, in the last event, they only did that once. Normally, they were doing it twice. Last time was short by about a week or so, so I'm kind of hoping that they go back to doing the two. A good indication will be this weekend, is if it shows up this weekend. So keep your eyes open. Always check the dungeons to make sure, you know, if you see the little symbol there, you might even want to look in sometimes. Sometimes they made a mistake where the dungeon actually did have coins, but it didn't have the little indicator. But if you look in and you did what I did, you'll see like the little spots having coins. If they do that, then do it. But if you do nothing else, the coin dungeon, the dedicated one, is the single best way to get them. Because it's straight all the way through its coins. That's what you want to do. So anyway, that's the event. It's going to be running 25 days. They also usually, I haven't seen a website, they usually have discount days. That is 1 hour on certain days, certain intervals, depending on your time zone. They will have a 10% discount. I can't say for a fact that it's happening this time, but it's happened every other time. So I'm guessing it probably is. So what I usually do is I wait till towards the end of the event. I'll save up all my coins, and then I'll do a run and I'll make a video of it. And then I'll finish it up in the normal videos. Now, as I said, sometimes they have limited ones. What that means is, say in a week or two, you'll see a monster pop up and it'll say, okay, this guy's going to be here for 2 days. You have to get him in 2 days or he's gone. So in those cases, you might want to save up your coins for that because it might be somebody really good. If that happens, then you can just run through it, you know, but you don't have to worry about it stopping you from doing the rest of the dungeon. In other words, there are not going to be any of those keys sitting on his path. But he might be somebody you really want. I mean, if it turns out to be like, hey man, well, you know, I'm just going to hold on to my coins for somebody else. But if it turns out to be like Barbados, what, give me, take my coins, you know. Now, I'm not saying either one of those are going to be there. Just using an example. Just using, you got to make your own decision. But like I said, we may not even have one this time. I don't know. Because there are 2 hidden ones. So usually there aren't 2 hidden ones when they do a limited path. Just saying. Anyway, so we've talked about the event. We saw last night's event. So let's get in with some more. You know, we're actually doing pretty good these days. Just saying. We've got like 5 or 6 wins in a row. Of course, they're now increasing the difficulty of our opponents now. So I think they're catching on to us. So I didn't get any fights in this morning. Yeah, construction again. But let's see what's going on now. I saw a slight lead there not too long ago. So hopefully that's held up. All right, we are leading, and they've attacked more, which is a good combo. All right, so speaking of combos, we have light, we have spirits, then we have undead. That was very close to the last one, wasn't it? Can we get something different? Just saying. Alright, let me think about this. Undead, spirits. I'm unsure as to, no, I don't think I want to do that one. No, 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 let's not do that one. Let's, that one looks a little better. Let's look at that one. Alright, they will pick teams that I don't want. No, absolutely not. Alright, let's think. I'm probably going to start with Demise, which means I want somebody who's going to give me damage. Oh, I can't use Bones, he's on defense. I really hate that they did that. I really, honestly, and completely hate that they did that. Alright, let me see if I can get somebody over here that can make up for that. I'm going to go with her. Alright, so what am I going to pick here then? I really hate that they did that. I put Bugs in! No, I won't put Bugs in. Bugs isn't epic. I could do her if she's only got the... Do I want to throw Noctum in? He's going to do his ultimate and then not kill anybody. Alright, I'm going to put Gigi in. I have no idea how this is going to work out. Alrighty, so let's go. Okay, so she's going to do Strength from Beyond. Put it on her. Are you immune to anything? Okay, there. I got one immune to stun, and Engvar has been very, very annoying regarding his resisting. He should know that resistance is futile. That's better. That's better. Okay, that guy in the back didn't get it. Was he missed altogether? Okay. Okay, blinding. Okay, that's not good. That's extremely not good. Alright, he missed him, didn't he? He missed a guy in the back, didn't he? Yeah. I should say she missed him. Alright, let's make sure that we have a bit of a try here. I'm going to double everybody's life. Alright, now unfortunately she's blind, which means she has very little chance to hit. But I'm going to try to poison them anyway. Okay, she got one of them. A very dangerous one. And I'm thinking that also regeneration might not be a bad idea. So why don't we do that? Okay, that's just mean. And he's dead, which means Ingvar is going to lose his turn. Yes, he is. Okay, you're still blind, but I am going to try to do this. Okay, you hit the guy in the back. Unfortunately, he's the one who's immune to stun. Okay, unfortunately, still blind. Can I shoot him in the face? You missed him. Okay, that's fair. I mean, you're blind, so there's not much we can do about that. Let me think. When light corrupts... I need to save that one. I need to save that one. Alright, so we're gonna... How much health? Okay, she's fine. Alright. Okay, that worked! We returned the blinding favor. Okay, unfortunately, we got some stunning going on here now. And you're blind. Which means you're probably gonna do encouragement. Yeah! Can you please kill him? Thank you. Unfortunately, you're bleeding, and you're also stunned. You're no longer stunned. Alright, can we have some really nasty effects on you, please? Okay, took everything off of you, and is that poison? You missed. Good. That does a lot of damage to him, sure. Okay. Okay, can you shoot him in the face? Oh, he's not gonna do very little damage, but you know, it's because he's got a lot of life, so... Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of charging here now. Okay. He's got a charge too. Alright, and she's got a charge. Alright. Alright, try that. Okay, and he's blind now. This is good. Alright, you got a charge. Okay, do not die, please. Do not die. You. Okay, shoot him in the face. Thank you. Whew. Okay, tough fight, tough fight, tough fight. Luckily we came out victorious. But, I'm not really sure who else, if I have anybody else available for speed, which could be a bit of a problem. Yeah, I just didn't want to go back and have to take bones off of defense. It's just kind of annoying that way, isn't it? Probably gonna have to do that anyway. Alright, let me take a look around and see what we have here. Because I don't know if I have any... Oh, don't want to do that. No, 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 no. That's extremely dangerous. Especially with that 9 speed. By the way, this is a team that's nearly 1 million in health. So they are strong. Boy, you got a lot of 3s there. A lot of 3s, but it's still... You got a lot of speed there. Ingvar. Whenever you see light, you're going to see Ingvar a lot. Because he's such a great character. He really... Oh, I see... Yeah, I was thinking, hey, it's him. He's going to be easy. No, actually, you have these guys too. Let's just... First, let me throw my team in. Oh, I'm probably going to have to go get... Do I have any speed in here now? Yeah, Bella, I never really fully equipped Bella, did I? Alright, what about having spirits? Nothing. Rotten combo! Seriously, rotten combo. Don't have anybody that I can use for this. Okay, I need to take some guys off of defense. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to beat these guys. So I don't have any speedsters to go with, so I'm just going to go with people that I hope can survive long enough to actually be able to do something, right? Should I go with Obsidian? I didn't put the extra stuff on Bella. I forgot to put the Ingvar. I'm gonna go with Ingvar anyway. That way, hopefully, he can do some purging or something like that, or maybe some regeneration to make up for the pain we're about to get. All right, let's go. Okay, Ingvar is blind. That's fine. I intend to use him for something else. All right, stuns. Okay, that worked out very well. That worked out very, very well. And I'm just going to go right to encouragement. Okay, the guy I would most want dead, right there. That worked out very well. Chances of victory just jumped. Not completely, but just jumped. Oh, wow, awesome. Oh, you're blind, that's right. Discouragement. And Bone Chomp. Actually, now Bone Chomp will just kill outright. Let me think. He's got 42,000 health and I can just kill him. Yeah, absolutely. And you have a really good one too. Yeah, right. Discouragement. Very good for special attacks. Okay, get rid of the Engvar and it works out much better. Luckily, none of those guys actually had... Well, I mean, the Tempest did have... actually, I had Tempest, didn't I? I was thinking Tempest had some stunning ability, but that was my guy, wasn't it? And that's exactly what happened. Alright, so I don't know what Victor has, by the way. I don't have Victor. When I have Victor, then I will check him out someday. I think I have 50 of his cells or something like that. But that's not enough to put him together, even though he's a rather small fellow. Alright, so anyway, that's the war. Looks like we got a lead. Hopefully we can keep it. Although they do have some tough teams there, so we may run out of targets rather quickly. So let's hope that they run out of targets before we run out of targets. Anyway, so let us go on to some multiplayer, because we talked a lot about stuff in the beginning and we need to get the multiplayer, right? It's pretty much what we're going to do. And the next episode we might start working on a new team, because I now have 3 legendaries and I want to get testing with them. So that may start in the next one. I may actually decide to make another off video. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. If you have an opinion one way or another, or you'd rather I just stick to the islands during these videos and do the training and off videos, let me know. Anyway, the individuals, of course, Shannara's Pet and Polaris Star, and now, of course, Krampus. But let's go to multiplayer. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, I noticed somebody already has Polaris Star in there, doesn't he? Okay, alright. So anyway, I got 3 teams. Let's start with the first one. The first one was suggested by Ender Over. And Ender Over wanted to see Tara. And then, where is Rocky? And then we're going with Fire. And it's going to be the guy who's starring in shows now, Drogon. Yes, he's starring in a show now. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got here. Alright, so up the middle, yeah, he's dangerous, but they're hundreds, so not too bad. No way on the right. Oh, my goodness, no way on the right. On the left, I'd rather not. Let's go up the middle. That's not the most. I was about to say that was the most of the trophies anyway, but it isn't. It's up the middle. Alright, so let's go. Okay, yeah, let's I wait for them to load it in. Alright, and let's just do this. Okay. Final Flash. Yes. Trying to think. Who do I most want? Okay, double. That's just double that precision too. No, I want him doing damage. Damage boost. Let's hit him. Charge. That's not good! I seem to remember that that's a pretty good ability. Actually, it was just damage. I thought it did bleeding or something like that. Oh well. Let's see if we can get some stuns down. Okay, we missed the guy in the chair. Oh yeah, he's immune to stun. I don't know what I was thinking. Ouch. Okay, do I wanna... Who's going next? He's going next. Can I kill him? I can freeze him. Go with the freezing. Okay, not that one. I just saw that one. Okay, this will be firing everybody. The metalhead should be dead now. Alright, now we do this. Because she might be dying now. That didn't do a lot of good at all, did it? Okay, well, let's do the armored soldiers. And he's dead, which means Tara's going to lose her turn. He is going to die, isn't he? Didn't his shield take that damage? Alright. Let's see. Low damage to all enemies may burn. That's good. Unfortunately, she's burning. Alright, let me think. Brutal harpoon. Alright. Just get rid of one of them, you know? And he's dead. And who loses his turn? Oh, he's gonna lose his turn. Okay, freezing him is meaningless. I'm thinking... Yeah, but it's an attack. Okay. Not gonna freeze him, but attack. Okay, good. His shield is picking up that burning damage. Let's think. Heavy special damage. Okay, and stabby stabby. And we have a win! Yeah, not a lot of really great damage there, at least not the way I have. See, you can get coins that way. Not the way I have Drogon configured, but his skills did not impress me very much. So, he has what he has. So, let's do a spin. And a speedrun. No. And let's go in here and let's start working on team number 2. Now, team number 2 is somebody who I honestly believed that I had done a team for, but they mentioned that I hadn't, and then I researched it and I realized I hadn't. So my apologies. Team number 2 was suggested by Riley Master. Hope I pronounced that one right. And Riley wanted to see... Okay, we're going to start with some thunder in the form of Zap. Then we're going to go over to... Where is he? Jack. Oh, by the way, his doppelganger is in the loving care of Victor right now. So, one of the reasons for that is I just didn't have the runes to equip a second one, so I might as well just make the first one stronger, right? And finally, that caring and compassionate robot. Where is he? Did I miss him? He's at the top. I missed him. He must be at the top. He's usually. Oh, there he's actually at the top. There he is. Robbie. Okay. Who I actually need cells for if I'm actually going to... Because I have 100 cells for him sitting in there, but I've never been able to upgrade him. I just don't want to blow the Elementium on him. But don't tell him that. Alright, so let's see who we're going to fight now. Up the middle, there's a lot of pain waiting there. To the left... Okay, possible. To the right, that's bringing back terrible memories. I think the left looks good. Yeah, I think the left looks good. And I don't see... I see health, but I don't see a lot of speed, so... Alright, let's... Who, any of you guys hardened? No. Alright, so I'm gonna say that you in the front, you get your stamina taken away. Alright, and... Oh, that was dumb of me, wasn't it? Because she's gonna be really easy to kill. Yeah, I wish I'd thought about that. Better to take Lord Malthus's away, then, right? As a matter of fact, we'll just target him. The only thing the Minotaurs are concerned regarding is the shielding. Other than that, I guess he can stun or something like that. Here, just make sure she's dead. And then target over to him. Okay, and she's gone. This is okay. She's better off. And then he's dead. And... What? No 10? Oh, you missed him. Okay. He's saying, well, I got rid of 2 of them. See what you can do. Okay, obviously he's immune to stuns, so I'm not going to do that. So why don't we do this? Gains precision. Okay, but of course he's frozen. Now Jack gets to go twice in a row here. So why not do a boost first? Because why not? And... Yeah, I'm gonna freeze him. Because otherwise he might do a special one. I'll take his stamina away next time. Oh, goodbye. Alrighty. And a spin. Team number 2 is victorious. Okay. And now we go on to team number 3. I didn't really look. I don't want to look. Team number 3 was suggested by YOLO Troll. Please don't sing. Anyway, YOLO Troll has suggested somebody who's going to be making their first appearance. So I had to put a rune in them. Unfortunately, the individual has 2 locked slots, so there's only 1 rune. So anyway, this individual is going to be making their first appearance, and also, with the occasion, I have named them. So anyway, first one up is we're going to go with Fire, and then we're going to go with, where is Flamey? Okay, I'm going to skip the next one and do that last. Our next individual, of course, is that wascally little dude, who is so amazingly awesome. He is, of course, Melvin. Our final individual who is making their debut appearance is, of course, Darkness. And as you can see... Where is he? Where is he? Wait a minute, I miss him? Oh, there he is, there he is. Razul! And I gave him a nice little... damage there. And I gave him a new name. You may refer to him by that from now on. I am demonstrating my respect for him, by the way. Alright, so let's see who Melvin and Flamey can kill. Up the middle could be very dangerous. I don't want to mess with Temerians. Okay, I'm going to go up the middle just because that's very bad. That's very bad too. This one's not great, but I'll take it over the others. So, let's go. There is no speed there at all. Okay, let's go. And we're going to start with this, of course. You guys can feel free to do your ultimates now. Just saying. Oh, you just buffed yourself. Oh, that is bull. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. Except Lord Moltus did. You know, the problem here is the guy on the bottom acted too smartly. He buffed himself, and now he's... So he's really going to hurt somebody unless I stop him. I can't stop him because he's dodging. So this is actually going to be bad. Hopefully he doesn't hit Flamey or Melvin. Let me think. Deals low damage to all. Gives nightmares. Oh, that's just incredible. Heavy damage may possess. Alright. Is he going to dodge the effect? See, the Lord I'm wondering what would happen if I did that. Removes 50% of health. I don't want to do that one. See, here's the question here. Is he going to dodge... If I try to do the possession on him, is he going to dodge the effect? Let me just... Okay, wait a minute. Back up a second. Is it dodging? No, it's camouflage. Alright, there's probably no purpose in doing that then. Alright, so I'm just going to do this. You didn't hit anyone! You didn't hit anyone. Oh, isn't that just wonderful? Fire damage to everybody? Alright, let's think. He's going to go... He may kill somebody. I'm very concerned about Melvin. I'm very concerned about Melvin. No, that's not the one I wanted. This one. Him. And do a time stop on him. Guy in the back! Guy in the back! Yes! 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 Awesome work! Okay, so this worked out very well. Are you guys... You're immune to stun, I know that. Alright. Yeah, let's get rid of that double damage, yeah. Brutal Tsunami, that's not good. Especially when you're low on stamina to begin with. Meteor Crash. Bye-bye. Alright. Let's think. Oh, Black Hat's back! Well, not quite, but it'll do the job. But you know what? You've won a car! Okay, out. Oh, that's not good at all, is it? Oh, he had that thing up. Okay, we can do something with this. Melvin saves the day. Okay, Melvin and Flamey did a very good job. Yes, they did. I know Flamey took one for the team there, but Melvin followed up. They make a good team. Not saying anything about the other guy. I think the name says it all. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. We talked a lot about events and cut in that other thing in the beginning there, so I think it's about time for us to be moving along. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya!